Randy Horton's live on air.
Okay, let's go up front. I gotta go up front to the security gate. It didn't refresh? What happened to people here? Is anybody here? Only 11 people made it back. Damn. That's life. Life in the city.
Kukurbis1 says we back.
All right.
Sharon54 says here.
I'm gonna run up to the freaking office. I ordered, I forget how many t-shirts. Did I order 2 or 3 more? Anyway, they should be up front. Oh, damn.
Bliss700 says 2.
2, did I? I should have brought money. I need to go to the laundry, too. I forgot to bring money. It don't matter. I can get the laundry, pay him later. Oh, we'll just wait and go back out in a few minutes.
Abu__L3ZZ says hi Randy.
What's up, sir? I just drove up to the gate to get my package. I can't walk. You know, my damn hip fell asleep. I was on the floor for an hour trying to figure out something on the bike. Thank you. I fell asleep on the day. I mean, my hip and leg fell asleep on the floor. Oh my God. I was getting so frustrated trying to do something and I couldn't understand it technically. Now I understand what they're doing. Some German engineering is a little hard to understand sometimes. What they do is they have a strap that goes around a bar and then they have a tensioner that pulls up to make the strap go tighter. I was thinking maybe that you had to put something through a loop to clamp it, but it's not a clamp, it's a tensioning screw.
Streamelman says Randy Horton is now live. Streaming just chatting. Hashtag IRL, hashtag Saudi Arabia, hashtag live with Randy, old guy from hashtag Tennessee and hashtag Jubail.
But now I know. It is a tensioner, not a holder. A strap tensioner. I've never seen that. Right, we're back in the saddle. Yes, Earl. Today is my healing day. I don't ride bike today. So today is the healing day. We're here rejuvenating.
David Green 46 says we are back.
More t-shirts. Okay. We have 2 more new t-shirts. Thank goodness. The only thing we need to do is figure out the shorts. I still haven't found shorts that I find acceptable. I bought 1 pair here and there, and I don't like any of them. It's a bit annoying. I've looked and tried, and shorts are made, whoever makes the shorts for men, it's like they make them for women. Too tight in the crotch all the time. I don't like tight crotch pants, and I don't want to wear the ones with the pockets. What's those cargo ones? I don't really like cargos. I mean, maybe sometime I would wear a cargo, but I'm not a cargo shorts guy. Long pants, I think I can handle them, but shorts, no. No man should wear cargo shorts. They're ridiculous. They make you short, fat, and goofy. All right, we've shared this out again. Let's put this down. Let's go back into the other room. Do one adjustment here. Should have been 2 screws there, they only put 1. even a Phillips head. I knew that was gonna happen. Damn it. That's why the rack has to be adjusted back more. God bless, it's always something. Now, this whole contraption needs to move back. I know what to do. We can do that maybe quickly. Yeah.
Abu__L3ZZ says, doesn't it have reflecting tape in the back?
Yeah, it does everywhere. These are on the side, on the back, and I got a tail light there. Needs to be ridden quite a bit because it's probably going to come loose a little bit. Definitely going to need to ride it. I guarantee you, after you ride it, you have to go back down and torque everything down. Actually, I'd like to move it all the way back even more. We'll do that later. Maybe I'll take it to the tech next time I go in and let him adjust it. Or I'll just wait till I have more patience. I'm out of patience right now. My patience ran through because I suffered for an hour and a half trying to figure out what I was doing. Maybe I'll have more patience tomorrow. Anyway, this bike is done.
Undercover staff says hell no notification after the stream goes down.
Yeah, I sent one out on Twitter.
Undercover staff says bike looks cool.
It's rock and roll ready. The only thing you have to do now is bring your baggage and it's ready to go. It's got spare tire.
Undercover staff says how much you selling it for.
I don't know if I'll sell it or not. I probably have to think about it. It depends who needs one. If you need a bike, call me. Message me. We'll work something out. It's all done. Oh, I'm going to take this off right now. My phone mount goes many places. I don't need to keep it here. I use it on all bikes. There we go. I can't believe I got it all done. That was a freaking miracle. Okay. Haven't seen you since Periscope. Why? Were you hiding? Where you been hiding? I've been everywhere. We have been anywhere and everywhere. Would you need a bike, Mr. Undercover Staff? I'll make a deal. We're willing to make a deal.
Undercover staff says bike is all ready for a cycling trip through Africa.
You can go anywhere in the world, and everything snaps on and off. Ride it normal or travel. All you have to do is bring your food and clothes. That bike is ready to roll. I want to sell it because I have another idea that I'm going to do. So I have something else I want to do, so I'll sell it sooner or later. Or just pack it up, send it to the Philippines. Maybe I'll just sell it, I don't know. I have an idea that I may try to travel on my e-bike. It's just an idea. We're considering. Let me show you what I was looking at today, and I'll run my idea by you. What's new? Nothing. I ride bike every day, work every day, and I just started teaching myself and taking online courses to learn DaVinci Resolve so I can produce and do more videos in the coming months. I don't know much about it. I just started learning, so I can't tell you anything. I'm new. So, I have a studio gaming laptop that I will be using to do my DaVinci Resolve editing. I bike every day except for Mondays for exercise. I stay on the carnivore diet so I don't have any blood sugar. Basically, I have a full life. Everything's kind of full, you know. And I'm getting ready for a bike trip. I don't know where I'm going.
Sharon54 says, is the Da Vinci hard to learn?
No, I got to keep repetitive until my mind gets used to it. I've been watching the beginner tutorials. I'm going to stick simple like the guy says.
Undercover Staff says Final Cut Pro.
I have that, but I don't have an Mac. I don't have an Apple. I have the Final Cut Pro complete and added editions I bought years ago, but I don't have a Mac.
Sharon54 says at Undercover Staff it's only for Mac.
Anyway, I'm thinking about doing some good traveling on the e-bike also, but I would like to have a couple more batteries backup. I just have to make sure that I'm going to be traveling hotel to hotel. Does the Da Vinci Code help? No. So I need to make sure that that's my plan, that I will not be sleeping outside.
Undercover Staff says at Sharon54 no cheese.
So I have to plan on it. We're now at the planning stage. We're set up. It would be nice to have but I don't really need anything else. I'm good to go. I can go anywhere now.
Sharon54 says at Undercover Staff not today. Undercover Staff says Randy learned to do some stunts on the bike.
I'm too old. I don't want to get hurt. That's for young people who want to tear their shit up. Mine's for using, not for being a dumbass. I don't want to break my leg so I can tell people, look at me, I broke my leg. I just jumped over a stump. Yeah, I don't need any of that crap. I have to make the decision in the next month if I'm going to do it with camping or not. If I'm going to camp outside, I have to do, the tent and the bag and the mattress. I haven't decided if I'm going to do all that. That's all cheap stuff. But I'm not a camper. I need a shower and a toilet. I don't like camping. It's not bad in the winter, but in the summer ain't no way in hell. Too damn hot. I see these guys traveling yesterday, and they had a good thing, man. They had a net over their face and neck so bugs don't harass them. They were traveling through somewhere in Australia, and there were so many bugs and gnats. They wore net masks, that guy and his girlfriend or wife, whoever she was. Good to see you again, Nicholas. So that was a pretty good deal.
Undercover Staff says buy a tent and an air mattress.
Yeah, it's cheap. I've seen them online.
Cortland_9 says wearing a doggone beekeeper's hat.
That's about what they look like. They wear these nets over their face. They look like a really light mesh net just to keep the bugs out of your eyeballs. I'm pretty much set now. I have 2 other bags that go on your forks.
Undercover Staff says you can take a dump anywhere in the desert and shower at gas station.
Yeah, you could. But I'm not a hippie. You ready to go, Undercover Staff? Come with me. I got an extra bike. That way when I'm taking a dump, you can hold my ankles. That way I don't fall over. If you don't mind. Just hold my ankles so I don't flip back.
Undercover staff says just watch out for those desert snakes when taking a dump.
That's the truth. Don't need a viper on the testiculars. Oh, I better take my evening meds. I don't know why I'm taking this magnesium and all this stuff. I don't even think it's working, to be honest. I don't know if I'm getting better, or I don't know if any of this magnesium, I don't even know if I have a deficiency. But I'm taking it just in case. Whether I have a deficiency or not, we'll know.
Undercover staff says you just have to blindfold me. I don't want to see the eighth wonder of the world.
This magnesium stuff looks like white chalk. They don't even look like anything. They don't give me any side effects. I don't understand what it is.
Sharon54 says it takes a couple of weeks for magnesium to get in your system.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in my first week, so we'll wait. See if I have improvements by the end of the month.
Undercover staff says supplements doesn't show effects fast. You gotta take them for months to make a difference.
Well, I hope so. I need to go and get my blood work done this week. I got busy last week and didn't go. My annual blood work to make sure I'm normal. I haven't done that yet.
Doc Sob says hi Randy and chat.
Docs, what's up? I definitely need to do my blood work very soon.
Undercover staff says, but if you are not deficient, then you're not gonna notice any changes. Sharon54 says at Doc Sob.
Well, that's one of the things that I've heard that, anyway, my research says it's probably a good thing when you start hard exercise routine again. I don't know. Hey man, don't just sit there and talk to me, dumbass. Go away. Sit there and just gap at me. I wish somebody'd take that dumbass cat. Tired of that cat. Just sit there and talk his ass off. Just sit there right next to me. Just I don't want to talk to you. Go away. He talks too much. Timbo Cat is the gabbiest bastard there's ever been.
Big Chill 64 says Twitch can kiss my sack.
There you go. What's up, Big Chill?
Sharon54 says I don't want another cat because I really don't care for them shitting in a litter box climbing on my furniture and bed.
They're definitely intrusive little bastards. They're definitely intrusive.
Docs Sob says at Sharon 54.
I'm reading reviews on a product. Well, there's too many bad reviews for this product. 45% of the views are not totally satisfactory. So, wait, 35% of the views of this product are not satisfactory. That's enough for me. I read all the reviews to see about products before I purchase.
Sharon 54 says wow.
Yeah, 35% of the people are dissatisfied.
Sharon 54 says that's bad.
Yeah. It's not a good product. Let's see your reviews. I wonder what the percentage of error is for reviews. Like this one has 1,274 reviews, and the reviews are at 4.6. Why are they not at 5? Is there no way to get a perfect review on a product? Is there always going to be somebody unhappy? That's my question. Is there just always some bastard Karen dude? What's a man Karen? Or Carl? There's got to be somebody out there always bitching about stuff.
Sharon 54 says I haven't seen a perfect review yet.
Really? So there's always some asshole that ain't happy. I guess there's just always unhappy people. No matter how you find a product, I have not seen a 5-star yet either.
Sharon 54 says they are called Kens LOL.
Kens, okay, whatever they're called. Karens and Kens.
$420 Prince says at Sharon 54 as soon as my cats poop I scoop LOL. $420 Prince says at Sharon 54 GM.
What's happening, Prince? What you doing? I wish it was daylight. I wouldn't mind going out on a bike ride even though it's my rest day.
Princina's 1 says hola amigo. Sharon 54 says at 420 Prince it's the digging and they touch their poop. 420 Prince says at Sharon 54 don't bother me LOL.
I think you meant to say it doesn't bother me, but I understand what you're saying. Some things can get lost in the translation. All right.
420 Prince says I like shit, good shit, bad shit, LOL. Sharon 54 says at 420 Prince yeah, don't swab your tables or furniture then. Princina's 1 says me so. Hungary. Roga Traveler says this is the regime speaking. We have installed a new president and vice president. 420 Prince says at Sharon 54 it doesn't bother me we dig and dig some more. Sharon 54 says at 420 prints.
This was the worst set of instructions I've ever gotten in my life. The most
420 prints says I use paper plates and eat at my desk.
Well, if it works for you. I kind of leaning towards Sharon. I don't like all the crap that goes with it. The cat's always digging in the litter box, farting around. I'm not really into the program, personally.
Roga Traveler says this is the regime speaking. Ignorance of strength, war is peace. $420 prints says I'm a cat to meow. $420 prints says they just don't have litter box big enough for me, so minus.
They do have them, actually.
Roga Traveler says give me 50 for long time GI.
They got those for everything. I have one bag on the bike. I'm trying to decide if I like it or not. I have 10 days before I return it if I don't want it.
Sharon 54 says at 420 prints don't do it LOL.
I have that bag up on the front handlebar. I don't think it bothers me. I need to ride the bike when it's fully loaded now. So far, nothing rubs my leg. I've got everything.
420 prints says it's nice looking bike.
It's all together now for the travel. It's ready to go about anywhere. I have 2 bags that'll go on the forks if I want to put them there. And then I could add 2 more water bottles, but I don't think that's necessary.
Princina's 1 says you haven't bought a locker for the bike. 420 prints says I used to ride a lot.
We'll see. I went through 5 different products for the back. Buying and returning and buying.
420 prints says it want electric bike.
You got electric? I got that one. Here's my electric bike in here, Prince. I have a Trek. I have a Trek e-bike. It's cool. It's a class 1 e-bike, though. You have to pedal for it to go. It does not have a throttle.
Princina's 1 says that's Prince. Not Prince. LOL. 420 prints says nice you are a biker LOL.
I've been doing 25 miles on the weekend.
Big Shell 64 says at 420 prints yes electric 420 volts.
I do a biking 25 miles on Friday and Saturday each day, and then during the week whatever I can handle. Even though yesterday I only did like 10 miles. I was on the mountain bike yesterday and it was windy and I was just tired. I went like 10, 15 miles max. I'm trying to build up where I can at least do 75 to 100 a day and be comfortable. Not that I plan on doing that always, but I want to be built up in that shape. So I'm on the strictest eating regime. I'm on the strictest everything I don't do. I got to double my exercising this week. I got to get in more hours. It's a lot of work. A whole lot of work. Kind of annoying. And then this is the last month of the vape. We'll throw this away as soon as I run out of this juice bottle. I've already cut my coffee down to 1 cup a day. I have the first cup after I get to work, so I'm cutting that down.
Roga Traveler says as of Tuesday, we will have resumed our control over your country. Do not rebel. Conformity is strength.
Yeah, we're just not really into that. Anyway, we're on a strict path. I got to really increase my exercising. I need to do a lot more. I wish there was a high school track or like a bike track somewhere where I could do like mile circles to get my damn stamina going. I hate going out in the traffic. And now that it gets dark so early, it's scary out there. I don't want to get ran over. People here drive like assholes. This is worst drivers on the planet, Saudi Arabia. Hands down. Bad. Careless, speeding, just zero respect for any laws. In this town, it's bad. People driving on the shoulder, up on the sidewalk. People really drive bad. Remember that one day, guy almost he ran a red light and almost killed a girl on a bicycle. We watched it happen.
Sharon54 says US is bad too on driving.
Yeah, it sucks, man. That's the only thing I don't like about biking. I'm nervous all the time because of all the assholes that don't pay attention running all over the road.
Exorix says I almost go smoked 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's scary, man. I got a message came in from something.
$420 Prince says I got hit while riding on the sidewalk.
Listen to this message. Good day. I am Jennifer from Beacon Hill Staffing. You were identified as an ideal candidate for a remote work position. Can I share information with you? I wonder what the scam is. If you reply to them, they'll know it's a real number. Let's see who this scam is. Beacon Hill Staffing. Why am I a candidate? I'm not looking for a job. How did I become a candidate? How did I become a candidate? I'm just curious. Where did you get me from? Let's see who these people are.
Sharon54 says spam.
I'm just curious.
Sharon54 says so you will answer them and then they call you constantly. Cortland_9 says you have won $10,000. Just go get me some Target gift cards. Sampras2 says it's a mystery, I tell ya. IR Mod says, is there a more mayonnaise?
It looks like a bunch of scam stuff. I can tell by the way they did their website and all. Pretty much some kind of art stuff. If I was identified, why you don't know my name?
Sharon54 says yep.
Yeah, if you identify me, why you don't know my name?
IR Mod says we need an app or a service to put links in and check if it's safe or not.
They have some stuff, but I don't touch any of them. Huh. Actually, let's see who owns this website. Let's see who these people are. They're sending me messages out of the blue on a phone.
Sharon54 says all you have to do is go to Google and it shows if legit or not.
They registered their domain in 2015. They registered out of Jacksonville, Florida. Everything they have is under perfect privacy. They are being managed by Network Solutions Private.
IR Mod says, sir, why you missed MSN Messenger program. What you were doing to communicate electronically.
I'm just looking up who these people are. Okay, now let's do a reverse look. Okay, we will do a reverse search on the phone number of this person.
Big Shell 64 says I accidentally hit myself in the eye with my cane. Gonna have a black eye. I'm lucky. Was blurry for 20 minutes. DK Mana says, how did you learn all this DNS stuff, Randy? I used to work for a ISP a very long time ago.
I used to skip trace for the government. I was a skip tracer for a couple of years and had access to every file in your life. When I was younger, I One of the guys at our
IR Mod says happy birth month. Randy 61 yay.
One of the guys at our church owned a debt collection agency that had a big contract with the Department of Education. And I started working for him when I was very young. And I was doing skip tracing and finding these people for the government. I had access to your Social Security, your tax, everything in your life from your birth forward. You can't believe what they already have about you. It was pretty fun. Most people are liars, by the way. Most people that don't pay their bills are liars. I remember my best collection. This dude owed a lot of money. I tracked him down and found out he had a cell phone in his car. I called him, he was in the LA rush hour. And he said he'd do this, he'd do that. He didn't do anything. Then he went to finance a new home and I stopped the mortgage where he couldn't get it. So then he called me back. I can't get my mortgage because you blocked. I said, hey, you said you called me back. What do you need to do? I got his ass good. He went to get a new mortgage.
IR Mod says the thieves, when they fall bad.
I did real good with him. I got his ass. I caught a lot of people that way. When you go to get your home loan or refinance, I could stop everything. That was fun. Kind of felt powerful. Here I am, young guy. Hell, I could stop your whole life. And those are the people that are usually rude and kept lying to you. And then they call you for trying to get a favor done. Name of that company was Ingram and Associates. I remember that company. I was young too. I don't remember how old I was. I wasn't that old at all. Whatever the legal age you're allowed to, that's when I was doing that. And one of the gals at the office, Denise, she became in love with me. But she had kids from another marriage. I wasn't interested in none of that stuff. I was a young guy. I didn't need any of that. So I shied away. I did indulge a bit, but I kind of run away. I didn't need any baggage. I'm not a baggage handler.
IR Mod says imagine an island of pirates. How is the living there?
Watch the movie about it. It was terrible.
Badgersman 44 says, is this still live on YouTube? It's different.
Is it live on YouTube? I don't know. Let me look.
Kikurbis 1 says weather Lee's Summit, Missouri. Nightbot says weather for Lee's Summit, conditions are rain with a temperature of 62 F, 17 C. The wind is blowing from the S at 9 miles per hour, 14 kilometers per hour, and the current humidity is 92%.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube. There's 8 people in there. Hello, YouTubers. We got 8 people on YouTube. Okay, we have ventured into completing all tasks that I wanted to commit and complete. I have really nothing else, no obligatory things. So Sharon said she's live on YouTube. Now my next thing is, I guess, I'm not really in the mood to study tonight. I think I'll pass. I was going to get into DaVinci Resolve, but...
Badgersman 44 says, oh, I pressed play the one you're working on your bike, you were getting mad.
Yeah, I was. Son of a bitch hour. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I couldn't figure out the mechanisms. And then I figured it out.
Kikurbis 1 says no cycling on the hog.
No cycling today. Today's Monday, the healing day. My legs were killing me this morning. top part of my legs. Oh, I was sore.
My Little Bit 19,822,018 says, did you get your laundry?
I did not. You know what? Let's go do that. That's a good idea. Let me pee. You grab my...
Kikurbis1 says today is Monday.
It's my virtual Monday.
Badgersman44 says, I swear you could start a comedian club with your jokes. Princina's1 says today is Saturday. My Little Bit 19,822,018 says get money. Roga Traveler says we have stolen the election. Do not rebel.
Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. All right. Get my money ready. We have stolen the election. Don't rebel.
Badgersman44 says who took the votes and put them in my lunch boxes, LOL.
Turn off my computer.
Sharon54 says at My Little Bit 19,822,018 we've had almost 5 inches of rain here and more tomorrow moving in. Badgersman44 says if they steal it, there's nothing I can do. IR Mod says I just found that decaf coffee is more expensive.
Decaf is more expensive? I don't know. I bought that shit.
Kikurbis1 says at Sharon54 same it's flooded.
Yeah, I bought decaf by accident.
My Little Bit 19,822,018 says at Sharon54 shit that's a lot better than safe. Princina's1 says points. Batrix Official says at Princina's1 has 18,775 points. Badgersman44 says I like sounds. Does the voice chat get annoying? Sharon54 says at Kikurbis1 yikes. Badgersman44 says never grab the duck by its feathers. Roga Traveler says never grab a bull the horns. IR Mod says the chat voice is not annoying at all. Badgersman44 says hi everyone in chat.
What's up, Badgers, man? Thank you.
IR Mod says how is the balconies upstairs?
I don't know. I never go up there. I don't even go up there and look.
Roga Traveler says where are we going?
I just got to run by the laundry.
Badgersman44 says I see lights flashing, people like to decorate.
The Wally people.
IR Mod says you need to check on steering wheel.
Yeah, I need to spray a little silicone on there because it's squeaky. It's a squeaky wheel. It needs just a little silicone. I don't have any silicone spray. You know, I have some in our workshop at the office. I got to remember that next time I'm there, I'll get some silicone spray and spray the wheel down.
Badgersman44 says, what's your favorite color, Randy?
I have nothing favorite. Depends on what it is.
IR Mod says we missed Khalid too.
Yeah, oh yeah, we missed color. I need to, the color depends on what it's for. A car, a truck, a house. There's no favorite color. Some colors look good with stuff, some don't. I don't really care, to be honest. There's a bicycle in front of me. He has no reflectors, and I can barely see him. What a moron. He's gonna die. No reflector. Grown man on a baby bicycle.
Badgersman44 says those speed bumps would drive me crazy driving over them every day.
Yep.
David Green46 says that's very dangerous.
The speed bumps is the most annoying thing in my life. There's another guy on a bike, no lights, no reflectors, trying to die.
Badgersman44 says, so long would it take you by bike to get downtown to work?
Just a few minutes. It's not the problem. The problem is the danger. I can ride to work every day. I have no... If we had good bike trails and safety, I would go today. I would drive every day, no problem. Problem is safety. There's no bike lanes whatsoever here. None. Zero. Zilch. It is not a bike-friendly city at all.
Badgersman44 says people don't care about WA.
No.
Badgersman44 says walking and bike.
Bike to work easy.
IR Mod says they should start giving tickets for everyone cause low safety, either the consumer or the project.
They ain't never gonna have no biking here. Maybe in Riyadh or Jeddah they'll do something, but in this city, shit.
Badgersman44 says, is the night cooler now out there?
It's 28 degrees Celsius. It's actually not bad at all. It's a nice night. They ain't never gonna do anything in this town. Now around Jebel Industrial, around the beach area, there's plenty of, you can bike around fairly okay. But as far as this town is concerned, every time I bike, I feel like somebody's gonna run me over. It's actually treacherous. There's not too many. I mean, there's some cities that, but most places it's kind of funny that they don't actually. Europe is very bike friendly, and some places in America are bike friendly. there's a list of bike-friendly states and countries.
IR Mod says Jim was so happy with your raid. He seems a simple guy.
Oh, Jim, he's been around for a long time. He's been around a good while.
IR Mod says American car industry will be destroyed by that Kamala.
I don't care about the car industry personally. It's a private institution. If they don't shape up, they can ship out. To be honest, I don't care. That's a private company. It means nothing to me. I don't care about the workers. I don't care about the unions. If we don't make any cars, I don't care. That's a private industry. This does me no favors and helps me out in no way, shape, or form. Nothing to do with me. If they can't afford to make it, it's their problem. They need to manage their business better. I have no empathy for private industry. Shape up or ship out. Get it right or go bankrupt, you know? I don't much care about private industry.
IR Mod says Hammer is a military vehicles.
Hummers? I have the Hummer. Whatever they do, it's up to them. It's private industry. I don't give a shit. When you go to a dealer nowadays and a truck is $70,000, you can kiss my ass. They're part of the scammers of the world. Not only the manufacturers, their dealer network. Getting people hooked into high-interest, long-term, overpriced car loans. It's a big scammers industry. I wish it all shut down. Two big industries in the world that are nothing but scams. Real estate agents and cars at dealerships. All scammers.
IR Mod says maybe is political.
Oh, I don't know. I know it's all dirty.
Hello, sir.
Hello. How much, sir?
40.
Not a big one today, small. Okay, thank you. I only had one little bag of laundry. What did I have in here? Some t-shirts, shorts, and socks, and a new towel. Not much. $3.80 of laundry. Nothing better than riding.
Portland _9 says yeah. Go get you a 60-month loan.
They will just. You're buying something that. Anyway, I don't want to lecture people. People that go broke for a car is just dumbasses. So many people buy something they shouldn't have bought. If you're making below $100,000 a year, you should never buy anything more than a Hyundai Accent or a Toyota Tercel. You gotta live within your means. So many people buy these outrageous loaded ass cars. They think people look at them and think they're better. When I see a young guy...
Sharon54 says my rule is never ever refinance on a home or car.
Yeah, it's funny, huh? I don't finance the first time. I'll walk before I finance. I ain't doing no finance. I don't give a shit how good of a deal it is.
IR Mod says think about it, most persons need one car, one house.
You need some kind of a house, buy a flat, do something. Anyway, too many people spending too much. Up to them. Waste your life in slavery to debt.
Sharon54 says people live beyond their means.
That's the number one problem in the world today, Sharon. Everybody lives beyond their means.
Sharon54 says there.
Everybody does. On the planet, very few people live the way they should.
Sharon54 says yes. My Little Bit 19,822,018 says so true. IR Mod says especially South Koreans.
South Koreans are upside down. Did you watch that documentary I told you about how bad off they are in South Korea? They're all upside down. And
David Green 46 says yep.
Oh, it was terrible. They're broke in South Korea. Suicide rate is up. They're living in a shithole. Financing phone.
Cortland_9 says too many people believe if you can't afford it, finance it.
Yeah, not me. It's better to wait.
Streamelman says thank you for following Tubar Yoshi.
Tubar Yoshi, what's up? Yeah, I highly recommend you don't finance anything. Save your money up. Take a bus. Grab a bicycle. Carpool. Only buy what you need. I'm not saying this.
Roga Traveler says do not question the system or you will be sent to a re-education camp. Thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of like just weird, dude. Nobody cares about that old North Koreans type talk. Rumored talk, we don't know if any of it's true. That documentary, South Korean Normal People and How They're Suffering, is crazy. They're everything, even the...
IR Mod says if most companies stopped financing, most people can stop easily.
Yeah. You can stop. You don't need a house right away. Your kids should live with you as long as they can. Make your house bigger. Put an apartment on it. Everybody jumping out and buying a home right away, especially in today's market.
Sharon54 says at IR Mod self-control on the person.
A lot of people get out now and they're buying these outrageously overpriced homes, and the interest rates, they're stuck in a life of debt. People paying 15, 30 years on a house. Freaking stupid, crazy.
IR Mod says at Sharon54 I am afraid it's kinda race.
I gotta be careful. There's kids everywhere at this compound poking their heads in and out.
My Little Bit 19,822,018 says my husband and I built our house.
There you go. Anyway, house prices today, I wouldn't, there's just no way. I just couldn't imagine hooking into today's market price. There's got to be a burst in the bubble soon. Everything.
Cortland _9 says it is what it is.
It is what it is. Everything currently in the world is overvalued and overpriced. It's got to come to a head sooner or later. They can't keep rolling this scam. It's a total scam. They can't keep it up. There's no way. It's got to come to an end. It's been a few years since there was a worldwide economic crisis.
Sharon54 says it will.
It's got to be happening soon.
Princina's one says beat the system. Live as a homeless in Hawaii.
That don't beat the system. That just makes you into moron.
IR Mod says if most people believe that streets and wilderness is free house for us, banks will stop financing.
I think people should stop buying houses for 10 years and let them suffer with the current market. If everybody went on a 10-year no-buy-a-house deal, that would help us out. "10 years, don't buy any homes." Or don't buy a new car for 5 years. No matter what, don't buy one. That would teach all these markets that they need to get their crap together. Oh. Why did I leave the air on here? Am I stupid? I don't know why the air's on. Oh, I agree with the end for sure. Okay. Hallelujah, we're back home. Okay, we've done errands, done things. I need a tape measure. I have one more shipment, I think, that I'm waiting on.
IR Mod says I guess the problem is that we deposit in bank accounts, the more banks become weak.
I don't know. The banking industry is a scam anyway. It's another scam. They lend money they don't have. Oh boy. That whole banking is a big racket. Okay, I can archive this order. I got my t-shirts, and I know they're good. I've had them before.
IR Mod says they lend money people deposit.
No, it's quantitative. You don't understand. If I give them $100, they will lend out 75. If you deposit 1,000, they give the government. It's just look it up. I forget the whole verbiage right now. They can. They're lending money that's not theirs to begin with. I bought something and there's no measurements.
IR Mod says the problem not everyone pay back their loan.
Yeah, that's a very small problem. They make so much a fortune on those who do, and 99% of all loans have equity. It's asset based. They just liquidate your property to get most of their money back. I have these bags coming. Check it out. I have the set of these bags coming, and I don't know if they're going to be too tall or not. They were only $30. They were cheap.
Cortland_9 says they look pretty tall, Randy.
Yeah, they may be too tall. If they are, I'll send them back.
Roga Traveler says they may hit your knees as you ride.
That's what I got to check. I can't find any measurements. That's the problem. There's no measurements in this stupid website. I hate that. There's zero measurements. That's why they get a lot of refunds, because the dumbasses don't put measurements down. You don't know what you're doing, you can't get any measurements. I have a feeling these will get sent back. There's no measurements anywhere. Oh, I found
Cortland_9 says find them on a YouTube video. Roga Traveler says have you checked to see if there's a video about them on YouTube?
The problem, I'm buying generic shit.
IR Mod says Randy, one fact bicycle not for big guys.
Yeah, I don't see any videos on them. It's a no brand name. It's a brandless stuff. Just generic shit. A lot of
IR Mod says we barely fit in cars.
Yeah, there's no video about it. Colin was talking about these bikes. You know, I've seen these my whole life, and I've never thought about having one. I wonder how good they are. I mean, are they comfortable? I wonder how people handle it. I don't know anything about these bikes.
IR Mod says clever.
There's really a cult about people who really use these bikes. I didn't know they were that big of a deal. So Colin said he has one up in Dammam. I mean, Khobar, Dammam, wherever you are.
Cortland_9 says those things look silly.
It don't matter if they look silly. Who cares? I just want to know if it's nice to ride and good exercise.
Sharon54 says yes, many people have them.
I've seen people traveling on these since I was a kid, and I just never really paid attention to them.
IR Mod says it's for entertainment, not streets.
No, I've seen people travel. These with a trailer behind them.
David Green 46 says I have seen those.
Yeah,
My Little Bit 19,822,018 says they look so cool.
Interesting. I don't want one, but it's interesting.
Sharon54 says at IR Mod people use them everywhere.
Really?
Roga Traveler says my friend bought one of those bikes you sit down on and now it's just a clothes rack. IR Mod says at Sharon54 I didn't know.
Anyway, I don't know anything about these. They can be quite expensive. I was looking at these. Some of these are outrageous.
Sharon54 says it's easier on your back and hips. David Green 46 says it's looks so cool, takes time though to get used to. Cortland_9 says looks like it would be difficult to steer. IR Mod says check 4 wheels.
Anyway, interesting bikes.
Roga Traveler says more difficult to haul around, more storage space, I wouldn't want one.
You know what I may do? Instead of buying an RV, I may buy a Ford Transit or Mercedes panel van and build my own. That would be fun to do.
Sharon54 says there is a group that rides them around the lake here, about 20 of them.
Really? That's a good sized group. I've seen groups of people riding around my whole life, but I just never, I don't know.
Roga Traveler says I wouldn't buy Mercedes.
Yeah, the Sprinter Mercedes, I don't know. Maybe it's good. The Sprinter diesel is a good vehicle. We'll wait and see. I may never even get one. Just a thought. When I'm looking at the whole scenario, where am I going to put it?
Roga Traveler says that guy that's streaming from one is always fixing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of those that are, what do you call them, van life people that are, they bought just shitty ones with 200,000 kilometers or miles on it. It's always broke. They started out with some shit and then they try to maintain and keep it going. You can pick up a nice RV for $5,000-$10,000. You'll be fixing that some bitch every day, every month.
IR Mod says the smaller in size car is long living age.
Those things are rough. The Ram van, the ProMaster Ram vans look good. I don't know anything about them. I think it'd be kind of cool to have a panel van and then you fix it up. Michael, what's up? But I don't need it. I've been trying to weigh it out in my brain for about 2 weeks and I can't justify it. So let's say you have everything, you get one. You're going to be roaming around. How much fuel are you going to use a month? And then if you want to stop somewhere at a campground or any other place, they charge you the same as a freaking hotel. I can't really weigh out the good benefit yet.
Roga Traveler says it's so hot where you are it would be almost unusable without air conditioning and some good airflow.
Oh, you always
Richie Slommer says Winnebago builds theirs on the ProMaster 1500.
Do they? You can actually, they all have AC. I wouldn't have one without no AC. Yeah, if you don't have AC, you'd be crazy. Where we're at. Yeah, Earl's over here yelling. I don't know what
Roga Traveler says I'm talking about for the back where you're living at.
Anyway, you know me. I talk about shit for how long? You're doing well, good. I talk about stuff for weeks and months before I make a final decision. I don't impulse buy. The only time I impulse buy is on Amazon because I can get it, look at it, check it out, and then send it back if I don't like it. I had 6 things I returned.
Cortland_9 says, remember the Segway scooter.
Yeah, they were Segways. That didn't go over well. They rented them. They were okay.
Roga Traveler says how I'm gonna get the Chrysler Pacifica and camp in that.
I like a Chrysler Pacifica. It's nice, actually.
Kikurbis1 says I got you a covered parking spot ready.
I hear you, Ryan. I'm still looking. I don't know yet. I haven't made a corporate decision.
IR Mod says consider any kind of property and us won't hurt you.
We're thinking. I started my research. I've been looking all around the world and America, trying to justify it. Yeah, I have the text-to-speech thing on, but it's only on for Twitch. If you want to use it on multiple outlets, you have to pay money. And I'm not paying for any more services. Yeah, I don't pay for extra services. There's no money in it. Just wasted money. I stopped all extra payment things last year. I was spending so much and I'm not into it full time, you know. I'd like to turn it off. Let me see if I can turn it off. Hold on. Let me try to turn it off. I don't need it now. I had it on earlier when I was playing with the bike.
My Little Bit 19,822,018 says good. IR Mod says you can sell or rent your property, just don't finance.
Bike storage can be a challenge, but the Delta Pivot can change the game.